Well, the auto-host alerts work. Thank you very much for those hosts, Njax4 and Druttercup. You now have the Reaper horn, same as so many other. Ooh, that music's a bit loud and the mic's a bit quiet. Let's turn the music down a bit. There we go, that should sort things out. Might need to turn the music up a wee bit as we get into the game. We shall see. So we played this last Saturday and we failed to stop the third bomb and we failed to save Nina. I played it off air pretty much straight after we stopped and managed to save the third bomb, but still didn't save Nina. So tonight excuse me, we are going to try and save both, stop the third bomb and save Nina. That's the plan. And today we are playing as Mr.Resse. Hey Rainjester, good evening, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I think I can turn that sound back up. Oh, the timing of that Reaper horn just before the bomb goes off. Thank you for those hosts, Drake and Yeti Elder. And Resonant Drifter. So, wait a minute, it's Wednesday. Isn't Tuesday Talisman Night? Oh, we've got horns going off everywhere. Everyone's got the horn. Okay, so for those of you who missed Saturday's game, I'm pretty sure Freachy was here, but I'm not sure about Rainjester. We are basically Big Brother. Our job is to stop terrorist attacks. Thank you very much for the host, Rainjester. This is our controller, Symes. He is going to take us through best way to put it. He's going to take us through the tutorial and then make I see. He got sucked into Conan. Right, that explains a lot. Yeah, so Symes is going to take us through the tutorial of how the mechanics work, and then he's going to make some fairly stupid and obvious comments as we go through investigating data. So, call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Orwell's the name of the system. This one big eye thing here. First and last line of defense against terrorism. So this is a test phase. We have been selected from thousands of applicants. Let's get started. So he's activated this reader tool, which is basically where we look at useful web pages. The country that we're protecting is called the nation. The government is called the party, and the national paper is called the National Beholder. So, this red star, which looks suspiciously like the flag from the White Star Line, is a marker to tell us that there's stuff we haven't read yet. So let's take a look at the headlines. He's going to drag us through this. It is, for a game that is basically watching someone browse the web and find information, it's creepy. We can affect their lives in ways that you will see, and yet there's no actual action. But it does get tense at times. So feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler, open unknown person once you're done. So, okay, we've got some articles to read in the paper here. Negotiations in Triflith, movie shooting completed, 100 Grey Shadows. Can't help thinking that's a Mickey take of Shades of Grey or whatever it's called. Triflith is a neighbouring nation. Doesn't really have anything pertinent to what we're doing at the moment yet. Here's the important bit. Bomb obliterates the Freedom Memorial, kills 3, so blew up the thing, and 3 people died. Right, let's take a look at our unknown person. Okay, the file you've opened is for our main suspect. So this is who he thinks is our main suspect for this this deal. And lo and behold, we've got another white star. So everything that we're dealing with is a data chunk. It's a piece of information that we investigate. We have the closest contact with the suspects. We pass him the information and he then goes out and acts on it. Or he directs teams to go out and act on it. It is very, very creepy. It's also a little bit like Person of Interest, which is a TV show I thought was absolutely brilliant. So hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance. Some will ignore, some will conflict. We'll see the conflicts later on. They can only act on what we upload to their servers. So if we don't upload information, and this is actually really, really important for what we're trying to do tonight, if we don't upload certain bits of information, they can't act on it. So we know this girl's name. We know her name's Cassandra. And we know that she's got a picture. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial to identify a person. Yeah, don't say. There he is with the dodgy comments. The reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest has just been unlocked. We'll need this information to progress. Okay. Sure enough, there it is. Assault on a police officer. And there's a new document. Do you believe in coincidence? Yes. Yes, I do. Tough shit, Symes. So, there is... I mean, obviously we can go through, read all this information because there is a heck of a lot of reading. As Freacher will testify, we read most of it last Saturday. Because this was our Saturday game, which is why we're playing it tonight rather than tomorrow or Friday, because this is indeed a bonus stream. So, is this woman a terrorist? I love how flattering those police pictures are. And I actually quite like the art style. I don't know why, because it's weird, but I like it. So, the incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza, during part of a demonstration. Okay, well, she was at Freedom Plaza before, that's where the bomb went off. It's the exact same location! And then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. Well, you might think that. But Symes, you're a jerk. We know this from last week. So I'm going to fast forward through a lot of what Symes says. Because he's basically taking us through the tutorial part still. Gather more information. I like her hair, she can't be a terrorist. She does have cool hair. So, here we have incident occurred at the plaza. Oh, she's an artist by profession. Okay, let's grab that, because that's giving us another document. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by chance. You sarcastic git. But it's linked to another document that we can now go and pull more information from. Baru, hey, good evening. We're going to try and save Nina. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. You may hit disable on a data chunk if you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress the case. So we've got to be a little bit careful, because on this playthrough we are wantonly trying to get certain outcomes. So for instance, hi, I'm Cassie, a colourful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Well, that's patently not her address. So we'll disable that one. Quit day job. Yep, she quit. They can have that. Yeah, we will. Don't worry, Symes. And this is her Utel account, which is like a messenger thing. With that, we can now start tapping into her messenger conversations. and the listener has now opened up, which is where this is our phone tap, or computer tap, or whatever you like to call it. And we've also got another picture we can give her, so let's give her another picture. There we go. That's a much happier picture. She can have that one. Okay, now we've got some bits and pieces down here for her gallery. The businessman's forgotten daughter. Yeah, we'll pop that across. Because why not? That doesn't give us anything dramatic. And that tells us that she's in a relationship. Well, we still don't know for I don't want to spoil anything for Raingester, because she wasn't here on Saturday. But well, I don't think it changes the plot. I think it just means that she doesn't get shot. Oh, we've got a conversation to listen in on. Now, there is no voice work on this at all. All the conversations are just typed. Even telephone conversations, which kind of bugged me. But we do get to see these conversations happen sort of in real time. So what I try and do is let the conversation happen, then go back and pick out the useful information. That's fine, Baru. Don't worry. So here we can see that she's lifted someone's credit card from some that we don't necessarily know yet, because he's still unknown person. So that could get her in trouble. Now that tells us that he's her lawyer. So stealing her lawyer's card could be really, really bad. Now, on our first playthrough, we didn't put all that information through, and that gave us a moderately negative outcome. So we're going to put that through.
Thrilling heroics.
Raingester. Thank you oh my goodness, thank you very much. I'm so not used to hearing that sound. For a second I thought that was the somebody's following us, but no, that was the thrilling heroics. Raingester, oh my god, you star. Thank you very, very much. We're not worthy. So, information. Oh, that's completely put me off my stride now. In a good way, don't worry, in a good way. So, we've got some bits of information to play with here. So, big pharma parents, daughter of pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. Yeah, we'll get that, because that might give us the job that. Yeah, that does ring a bell. Go away, Symes. For my money, he really does spend too much time interjecting. But we'll see. So, she's talking to her attorney. Oh, bear with me a second. And as if by magic, random snacks appear. Right, so we've now got a related person in the profiler, which is here. Wait, she stole the credit card of her lawyer? Really? Okay, so they're going to lock down the credit card. Because we've done this, they are locking down the credit card. Effectively flagging it as stolen and blocking it. So that's going to be interesting later on. Magic snacks are the best. Oh yes. So we've got another page to look at now. We've got 2 pages. So this is Watergate Pharmaceuticals. Cassandra Watergate. They do a bunch of fairly regular pharmaceutical products. Nothing that interests us at the moment. Let's take a look at the company. There's the dad. There's the mum. And there's our Cassie. So let's drag all this across. Is that actually... It's amazing what a hair dye does, really. It is. Probably by one of her parents. See, being honest, and Junior Zero seems... He's such a sarcastic kid. I think he's sassier than Icarus when I've got to switch. Fatsack, thank you very much for that host. Documents you've already reviewed may be updated, so that basically, as we discover more information, something pertinent in an earlier document suddenly becomes relevant. Or they just publish new articles. Right, let's see what else we've got. That marks out that she is indeed their daughter. Keeping it in the family, yes. Okay, Rangers, you get some food too. Food. Magical snacks. Saurine. I like Saurine. Alright, now if we take a look at the jobs page, just because it's here. Nice picture of Watercape Pharmaceuticals. Oh look, they're urgently looking for a Chief Operating Officer to replace our retired, formerly appointed predecessor. So basically, she did quit her day job. Okay, that's everything we're going to get out of this page for the moment. We might need to come back later, who knows. Alright, more headlines. Let's see. Crime rate continues to drop. Ministry of Security presented latest numbers on crime statistics. Yeah. Okay, the safety bill. This is what has allowed us to be doing this job. Oh, popcorn. Good choice. Good call. Now, you can see from the chart that before the safety bill was passed, indeed before the party was elected into government, things were already dropping. So something happened here that caused the stats to start dropping. And really, they've been dropping ever since. Can't necessarily point it all at the safety bill. But nevertheless, it's what's given us the power to be snooping like we are. Oh, and now we can look at the projects the party's got going. Nice. Anyway, procedure close. Okay. Now, here we find a conflicted chunk. So this is one of our branch points in the game. This is where we make a choice. Others become invalid. So basically, what he's saying there is that we can choose between either the case of her assault against the police officer being closed due to lack of evidence, or it was closed because her family basically got it brushed under the carpet. Thank you very much for that host. Now, excuse me, on our first playthrough, when we got a slightly less than ideal outcome, we said her family paid for it to be brushed under the carpet. When I got the better outcome, I said it was closed due to lack of evidence. So because we want to replicate that stage of the investigation, we're going to drag this one, we're going to disable this one, because I don't think it's right. And we're going to drag this one across. Closed due to lack of evidence. This is what I figured. A pity the CCTV feed did not actually help. Indeed. Maybe it will today, maybe not. So, he thinks Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. We are on a host roll, it's crazy. Actually, since I hooked up with Team MZ, it's been happening a lot. I am on their stream team, so I get to play through their stream team channel, which means that I get hosted on a lot of people that aren't necessarily I'm not necessarily on their normal auto host list. So I do get hosted a heck of a lot when I'm streaming now, which is really cool, but does mean that horn goes off a heck of a lot. But I will say Team MZ are very, very active and very good at retweeting and boosting and promoting the whole team, so it's a really good thing, for me at least. So, okay, timelines is kind of like Facebook, stroke Twitter, stroke that kind of social media thing. Right, so projects. This is the party. We've got their safety bill, peacekeeping mission, which is where they've got armed forces overseas. I say overseas, in another country. You could join the party. Lady Peruma, and thank you very much for that host. And we have the Prime Minister and his remaining government. Thank you very much, Baru. And they have some it says positions, but I think it's more I think the headline here is more understanding of it, pillars of what they stand for. It's all sort of information surrounding how they got to this police state that we're in, that we are a active part of. Okay, so let's take a look at Cassandra's timeline. And we have yet another picture we can drag across. So let's get rid of that horrible corporate image. And have crazy zany Cassandra. We have her birth date, might come in handy. And we have her interests, again, might come in handy. Activism! What a lineup! Yeah, thank you, Symes. Nothing here is valid for us yet. Very, very true, Rainchester. If it is an actual invasion, we won't know. So let's take a look through things that are flagged up. Okay. Now, one of the things that I did on a previous playthrough, and I think on most of my playthroughs, is kind of only semi-regard this stuff. Because basically it's Facebook and people rant and say stupid stuff on Facebook all the time. This I believe is important. With her lawyer. Dude, we can start putting stuff through about her lawyer a little bit later on. That just takes us back to the news page that we've already read. Lots and lots of stuff. We've already grabbed her picture. Okay. Cassandra shall be known to the world as Cassathis. We'll take that because that's an alias. Aliases are interesting. And he likes it when we add aliases. Okay. And oh look, activist group. And we've got another listener thing to go through, so we'll finish running down here. So here we've got another conflict. Now I don't think at any point this one has become, certainly at the stage in the game I'm at, has become important. So I think we're going to drag the best friend of all times through. Actually, show conflict. Show your freaking mouth, okay. It's probably a more recent status. Yeah, we'll drag this one through. Which automatically makes the other one completely irrelevant. We can't change it. Now what I can't remember from any of my previous playthroughs is whether we dragged this one or not. Given that I know we're going to need to be able to apply some leverage on it, I'm going to stick it in there. We aren't too fond of you either. Sibes, you're such a card. Okay, let's take a look at our next chat. Again with the other half. Okay, so we can see there that she has to catch a bus from there every day. So probably now she isn't necessarily our suspect. But because she's part of this activist group, we kind of have a lead to work on. Now the game does make a few leaps of illogic in various places, which you will see when we start dragging information from this conversation. But whilst they are kind of plot holes you could drive a bus through, I don't necessarily think it's bad because it still tells the story fairly well. Ah, the credit card just stopped working. And now on her first playthrough of this, she went through and bought like crazy expensive wine or something. Oh snap, bad news coming. And I like how they put the typos that you always get in text messages when someone's typing fast or not very carefully. It's little touches like that that kind of add to the in-depth nature of how they put all this together. He's in trouble. Fine. If your other half says fine, you know you're in trouble. Oh, come on, hurry up and finish the conversation. There we go. Okay. Conversation over. Right, now there's a few bits and pieces we can pick up from this. Let's see. This one, very important. We know that she's there every day anyway. So it might be coincidence. See, Symes? And this one. Now, this is one of those leaps of illogic that it makes. You're not wrong, Ness, you are not wrong. She is high maintenance. It's the blue hair, it identifies her as a crazy. That's what it is. So, this identifies thought. I was so happy when Goldfast accepted me into thought. We don't know what thought is, but here, member of a group called Thought. Okay, Goldfast, co-member of Thought. There's a bit of a leap of illogic there, but we'll drag that across. And all of a sudden it's an activist group called Thought. See, that's where the leaps go. That's where it kind of almost lost me first time through. But I carried on, and actually I kind of like how this goes together. Find her attitude and see if we're following the right person. Okay, now there was another thing down here that last time round I missed, and I think that was the trigger that I missed. Where is it? Here we go. This one. She's on medication. And what I didn't do before a certain trigger point was A, pick up that she was on medication, B, look up what the medication was. So we'll go and do that now before we forget. So, let's see, where is it? There we go. See, it even tells us we've got the big star here. Yeah, you need to look at something here. That the game does give you a lot of prompts, but it's still easy to mess things up. Oh look, Metherine blue. I wonder if it comes in other colours like Metherine green or like Soylent. Right, let's see. Metherine, antidepressant. Helps stabilise your emotions. So he now wonders if her attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything. Perhaps emotions were high if she's reliant on medication. That, I think, there we go. Looking at what you've extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. That's a key thing. We needed in order to succeed at the first hurdle, we need to highlight Cassandra as being potentially dangerous. We have a pretty good idea she's not our perpetrator, but we need for her to be considered dangerous. You'll see why in a little bit. And he's going to indicate that to the law enforcement. Not that the law enforcement have anything to do with her yet, but he's flagging it up anyway. So let's take a look at the thought. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Okay, now a lot of posts here are archived and private, so we can't actually read them. But this one we can do. Oh look, Cassathis. It's our Cassie again. I wish they'd let it so that we could drag this one across as well, because it's another picture of her that's kind of stylized, but still her. And here we've got another conflicted piece, but we don't know what it's conflicted with yet. So we'll leave that one for the time being. Because we've already now got her flagged as dangerous, we don't necessarily need anything else to reinforce it. There's no comments here, but there is another link. What do we have on a link here? A chap called Goldfels. Do we have... See, now what we've got here, as we've been going through connecting people, we're building up this link, series of links to our prime suspect. So we've got a couple of friends, we've got this Goldfels person, and her other half. But we can't start investigating them until the government give us permission to, which means that I can't really add anything about these folks. Where's Goldfels? Yeah, there's nothing here that we can add yet, so the only person of interest, see how I keep slipping into that phrase just because I've watched the show, is Cassandra. But now this is a salient point that I missed here, Ness, actually. Ness, with you being German, this is actually probably as more easy for you to understand than the rest of us. Where's the newspaper? So I'm jumping through this at a great rate of knots because I kind of know where I'm trying to drive it, whereas the first time I was exploring it and seeing what we could do. Now, one other thing we know about the bomb that I didn't mention is excuse me, is that several hours before the bomb, an anonymous letter containing the first three stanzas of a German folk song, Die Gedanken sind frei, the thoughts are free, had reached local authorities. Ness, I hope I pronounced that right. I have no idea if it's actually a German folk song or one they created for the game, but it just occurred to me that with you being German, you might actually know. It's a bit down here, yeah. So, back to where we were. On this page. Oh, thank you, Baru. Yeah, so it's actually put the folk song in English, so there's no actual translation to be done. But I just thought I'd ask Ness if it was one that she'd come across, with it being apparently a German folk song. But there's a rather lot of it here. This gives us a bit of background as to where this guy's coming from. Oh, cool. I shall have to look it up then. Thank you, Ness. And I'm glad my pronunciation wasn't too far off as well. Now, there's a couple of comments down here that we can have a look at. But again, nothing really that we can do anything with other than be aware of them. Well, it seems to think there's something we can do still. So this is our Cassie's article. Contact. She's only written the one article. This is it. And we have this piece here. They were there because they wanted a peaceful protest. That may be true, we don't actually know yet. There's still something we can do here. What can we do here? Look at Goldfels. He's written 5 articles. So of the 8 articles on the overview, 9. So 5 of those belong to the Goldfels chap. 1 belongs to our Cassie. And right, I'm going to make a leap of faith here and assume that they did actually want a peaceful protest. Not all conflicting data chunks have been found yet. Uploading is strongly discouraged. There you go, we'll upload it anyway. If you think that's our attitude, we might be barking up the wrong tree after all. Well, yeah, I kind of think we might be, but you never know. Fun fact, a German email provider used it as a song in their commercial. Wow, cool. I'm going to have to look this up after the stream, see what it sounds like. Don't expect me to sing it next time I stream though, because I won't. My singing voice is really, really bad, as is my German. Okay, so what we found here is good and interesting, but we're searching for something a little more concrete. We need to dig deeper. Well, let's just go to the academy in New England and we'll ask Carter if she can, assuming she can get away from all the undead there. Okay, we've got a thing to listen to, and we have something else here. What's just flagged itself up here? Ah, more things on Cassandra's timeline. What have you been up to, Cassie? Oh yeah, finally someone had the grit to blow the place up. That's what the peaceful protest conflicted with. And Philip, thank you very much for that host. Another fun fact. Actually from a Latin writer who died in 43 BC. Oh my goodness. My Latin is far worse than my German. Libre sunt nostrae cogitationes. I'm guessing. See, every day's a school day. We learn something new. And welcome to the stream, No Skilled 77. Thank you for commenting. Welcome. I do hope you stick around. This is our second look at this game. We had a playthrough on Saturday. On the on-screen playthrough, we missed the 3rd bomb. That went off. We tracked down Nina and probably got her killed. So this time through, we're trying to catch the 3rd bomb and capture Nina. That's our objective tonight. Not sure if we're going to have time to go through all of that. We shall see. We'll see how we get on. So let's go and see what we can find, because I think we've got everything here now. Yep, okay, listener. Okay, Juliet Carrington, what do we have? Oh god. I just want to know your post on the timeline about this assault. Yeah, get on with it. I like the logic there, Ness. My kind of logic. It's a dead language, no one knows what it sounded like, so of course I got it right. Alright. I just had to let off steam, you know. It's because of what happened, isn't it? Yeah, and lots of other shit today. Oh, God. Now, this conversation again has a very important trigger point here. Because as we know, Cassie got off because of a lack of evidence from assaulting the police officer. Bam! She hurt the officer. She smashed the freaking skull in. So, although they conflict, they both confirm that she did assault the officer. That is important. Very, very important. We just need to choose which one of those it is. Now I think in just about every playthrough I've gone with that one. We've already got it flagged that she's dangerous. I'm tempted to go with this one. Admitting guilt towards Juliet Carrington for having injured a police officer in a rage. Injured a police officer to protect Julie Carrington. So both of them admit that she injured the officer. I'm pretty sure I've taken that one every time. But just to be sure, and because we know we need her to be flagged as dangerous, I know we need her to be flagged as dangerous at least, for what comes up. I'm going to drag this one in because I haven't seen how it plays out with this, I don't think. Yes, you openly admitted such a violent act. See? That's perfect. We can arrest her and open the investigation again. So they've got her address. They're now going to go and arrest her. Now that may have been a wrong choice. I don't know. But I kind of wanted to see what this one would play out like. Someone's at the door. So now, the person at the door is the police. She's now being arrested, and poor Juliet's sitting there going, "Where's my friend? Why's my friend not come back yet? What's going on?" Right. Did the arrest go well? He's going to find out. Although we have no proof she is involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. With that admission of guilt, she will probably serve some time. Yes, precisely. But the downside of that one is it doesn't give her a mitigation that we could let her out. So it may go too far that way. I don't know. She's now in custody. Curious about the assault group, whether they ... Oh god. Boom! Bomb number 2. 2 dead after second explosion. So bomb number 2 has gone off. There's nothing we can do. We cannot stop bomb number 2. It's a plot point. So this one went off at Stelligan University. 2 dead, still on approach, 7 that are found. The assaults are connected. And with Miss Watergate out of the picture, she's pretty much not the person. So much for a simple test case. Yeah. You did good today. Log off and get some rest. Well, we could just go straight out now, but there's things we need to look at. So, because once we log out, any data chunks existing for today are null and void. So we've got to make sure we get everything out of today that we can. So, Stelligan University, area evacuated, 2 dead, 3 injured. Okay, not pleasant. It just wants us to get at that from another angle, I think. Now, this marker here tells us we've used that piece of information. If there's any that are blue, we've missed something, and we need to go back and take a look. Nope, we've got everything. Okay. Let's end the day. And we get a summary of what we've done for the day. So, assault, second assault, activist group thought, bunch of information on Cassie. Day 2. Episode 2. So I think there's 5 episodes in this. On Saturday we played 3 of those episodes. So we've got... Once we get to the point where we have an outcome of some sort with Nina, that should be the end of episode 3. So either way we'll have 2 episodes to go thereafter. Alright, welcome back. Let's get started. Tons of work. And they believe in the capability of Orwell to handle this. Oh, and me. Brilliant. Okay, shut up, Symes. Let's get on with the job. Goldfels is important. He's a target person. Right. So we can start looking at this guy Goldfels now. So now we've got a bunch of things to go back and go over. For a start, we've got a picture. We can drag that bit about the thoughts are free. So we can start building up his picture like we did with Cassandra. The letter, we're right it seems. Yes. Congratulations, Symes. You're right. Shut up. Now even having played up to the end of episode 3, I don't know if it's important that he was an immigrant or not. My gut says it shouldn't be important, but it does help build a picture of him, so we're going to drag it across. Because it might later on give us information on his history in whatever nation he came from. I think he came from Germany. We should explain the German. Apiclon and Azaria, thank you very much for those hosts. And he created the blog, so we'll pop that in there. So he's basically the founder of this thought thing. There's the second host. And we've got more bits and pieces popping up. Okay, nothing there. What have we got on his profile here? Picture, articles, nothing else. And that's Catharsis, is that? So, more news headlines? Connection between wanton bombings evident. Attacks against Stiligan University and the Freedom Plaza are connected. I have looked into the bots. I am in the middle of writing a blog at the moment, but I don't want to hit the publish button until I'm absolutely sure of my facts. And I have a lot of facts to be sure about. A lot of checking to do. So I am still piecing together the bits of the puzzle. I hope to publish the blog on bots and comparisons next week. Timelines and Rosen and cooperation. Timelines and Rosen announced cooperation, not corporation. So basically, we've got Facebook and some big technology company, like Microsoft, going, yeah, we're going to work together. But there's nothing relevant to the case there yet. This is the linking between the two bombs. Again, nothing relevant yet that stands out at least. And it's going to be a wet weekend. Almost like England, really. Okay, this is her latest arrest record. Willingly opened the door and cooperated. So she was nice and pleasant and polite to the police that arrested her. That's handy. Ooh, there's another entry. Thought must change direction. Here we go. Right, recruit 2 students. We've got a conflict. Okay, he's going to halt his engagement in the group. And the students were from Steligan. Weren't they just bombed? Yes. Yes, we know what you think about coincidences. You were wrong. JDubs25, thank you for that host. It's just a lot of hosts going on tonight. This is cool. I like being hosted. We've got a listener to go on. Good, good. So far, evidence suggests a former lecturer at Steligan. Some of his students became thought, yeah, that's not evidence suggesting that. We know that. That's a fact. Okay, Icarus, why are you saying welcome back, Rain Jester? I'm pretty sure Rain Jester didn't go anywhere. Now, yeah, that's what I thought too. Right, so basically I picked up on this one because I think it's the right one to go with, personally. But we shall see. Oh, okay. Right, anything further down here we need to look at? No, okay, so we're all up the top here. Suspect of wanton bombings arrested. Involuntarily. Right, let's see. So, the Stelligan University website has put up a memorial. And now we can see something of their website. Nation's Best Dining Hall. Brilliant. So they've got a bunch of courses. Professor Goldfels's course is unavailable because he's retired. So we now have a name for Goldfels. And we know he's in media ethics. Closely connected to thought members, there could be a pattern emerging. There could be. 3 demonstrations, yet only 2 bombings, which might imply definitely a shot in the dark, perhaps to prevent another attack. Okay, so basically they're saying, we think there's going to be a 3rd bomb, we need to do something to find out. So we now need to find out as much information as possible to stop that 3rd bomb. Ah, Baru Frici, hello, good evening, welcome, yes. Good to see you finally seen each other. Okay, so he was a journalist at Der Reporter, one of the most renowned German daily newspapers, and a chairman of the Global Media Ethics Congress. Now, Symes' comment here, I think, is utterly bonkers. Chairman of the Global Media Ethics Congress. Just the average run-of-the-mill terrorist trait. I'm not sure if he's being sarcastic or not. I really can't tell. A whole lot of information about Goldfels. Only 1 page could be indexed. Very strange indeed. We need to look at the students. I'm working on it. And there's the... Oh no, that's a book he titled off the title of the song. We'll drop that on there as well, because Symes can make another comment. He literally wrote the book on it. Thank you, Symes. Okay. Whole load of stuff there we can look at. More headlines here. Breaking news. They've arrested someone in connection with the assaults. Well, this would be our girl Cassandra. I think she's actually been rearrested for the assault on a police officer earlier in her life. But hey, that's not important. Right, let's see what Joe's got to say. Hello, Joe. It's going to be kind of a one-sided conversation, Joe, because, you know, she's not there. Poor Joe thinks he's getting the cold shoulder when actually she's kind of rotting in a prison cell. Poor Joe. I kind of feel sorry for him. Okay, let's work through this, see what we've got. I reckon there's something we can pick up here. Probably a link we need to follow. Again, it does tell us absolutely everything. Ah yeah, this is, we didn't look on this page, that's why. So, Orlando Bufford, Catherine Delacroix, head of the newly created Ministry of Security, Joseph Langley, our very own Cassie's lawyer. Okay, and attendee list. Right, this, now we know he retired in the fall of 2016, so his attendees are going to be in the summer semester. Well, don't forget, this is all happening in a very short space of time. She was arrested late last night. He was out at a client meeting, which is why he didn't go over to dinner with her. And because she's been arrested under this safety bill, she doesn't necessarily get a lawyer for God knows how long. This is one of these very, very police state things where you don't need a lawyer. We're just going to lock you up for no reason for as long as we want. Because we can. Okay, we know he taught media ethics, so let's go look at media, and there we go. Professor Goldfels. Right, this is his class. Now again, How it picks out the names that we're looking for here kind of bugs me, purely because they're names that we've already seen. It assumes that they're all linked in. See, there's Juliet Carrington. See, we've seen this name before, haven't we? Yeah, she's a friend of Miss Watergate. And now we can start investigating Juliet Carrington. So then that then expands the number of people we can start looking at. There she is. See how the icon turns from being just a flat name thing to an actual slightly bigger blank avatar. Then we have Harrison O'Donnell. Oh look! We've seen that name before too. Yeah, it's very easy to forget while we're doing this that we're doing this for a very, very 1984 Big Brother is watching police state, which is why the game's called Orwell, and because they named the computer system that runs it after Orwell, obviously. And that's the only two possible names we have here, names that are already associated with Cassie, but not necessarily with him, except for here. So now we've got some timeline stuff here to look at. So let's take a look at Juliet's timeline, see what we can find out. For a start, we've got a picture. And we know where she works. Actually, we've got a fair bit of information about her here. So let's get all this across because it might be handy. Guitar, singing, books and board games. Sounds like a pretty chill person. I like the sound of this Juliet Carrington. She can have fun too. Okay, do we have anything useful here for Juliet Carrington? Okay, not so keen on going out late. Might be useful. Now this, if we put it through, A, flags that she's a friend of Cassandra, which we know, but B, indicates that Cassandra was engaged in torture. I think it's fairly safe to say that because this was put on timelines, we can ignore this one. If we decide but before the end of this episode effectively we want to re-enable it, we can go back to it and drag it across, but for the moment I think we can ignore that one. Ah, now there's a very nice family website. We are the Carringtons. Load a little information here. She's got a bunch of sisters. And here's our Juliet. So we can refine the birth date. We now have names for her parents. So they will be just appearing here. Favourite book, To Kill a Mockingbird. Apparently a good book. I've never read it. Maybe I should. Until you climb inside of his scooter and walk around in it. Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. It is very critically acclaimed. Even Symes thinks it's a great book. I've never read it. Let's see. Should we just drag everything across because it doesn't take long? Favourite food, banana nut muffins. Might be useful. Yum. Oh dear. If you fail to prevent the next assault due to you processing random data, I won't be taking the fall. Okay, so maybe we'll ignore the fact that she likes red. Oh, hello. Decided to end her band career once she was single again. Studies media economy at Stellar University. Now, we don't know if she's in a relationship, but that conflicts with something. We don't know what yet. So we can come back to that perhaps. Although we've got some information at Rosen Tech. Definitely a cool and hip founder there, Victor Rosen. But nothing that it's calling out to us on that page. The 10 Commandments. Let's get all religious about how we think about our company, shall we? Because that's going to go down well. But nothing there that cries out to us as being a potentially useful data chunk. However, all the way down here, so we got some Remy French, Miria Harp, a bunch of people that we haven't got any information on, but we do have another picture of Ms. Carrington and a contact number for her, which means we can now eavesdrop on her telephone conversations. That's what we want. Oh look, we've got another conversation to listen into. There's stuff. Oh, there's stuff we missed on her timeline. Oh yeah, that's new stuff. What's new on the timeline? What didn't we see? Torture, picture. Ah. So, they met at the Freedom Plaza. That's useful information. Newly involved in politics. Useful information. Because like Cassie, it's a sudden switch. Okay, that's that sorted, yeah. There's a bit on the family we need to look at because there's a conflict. So let's take a look at this Harrison chap. And drag a picture across so that we know what he looks like. Because I hate blank faces. Punk, what does that even mean? I don't know! Right. Deleted by user. Which we see a couple of times. That could be useful. Do we have something to hide there, Mr. O'Donnell? Oh, the suspicion in Symes is just so tangible you can taste it. What else do we have? Now this is what clashes with the other piece where she decided to end her band career once she was single again. I think I'm going to go with this one because that picture was from a little while. We are in game April 2017. So this is a good few months ago. So I reckon it's safe to say this is the up-to-date piece of information. We'll put that on Juliet's page. There we go. Let's go back to Harrison's timeline because there's more useful stuff here. It's a pity it won't let us drag that picture across. Alright, what else do we have on you, Mr. Harrison? Oh, hello. Right, let's get Harrison back up. Yeah, we'll just slide that across. The fact that he gets jealous. Okay. We've still got something to look at on our family. I thought we'd made all the information possible. Oh no, we didn't drag a picture across. That's what we did. We didn't take the picture. Must get all the pictures. Plus, I prefer that to the professional picture. Whoa! What? That don't look good. Okay, so this is the band that both she and Harrington were in. I'll come back to that picture in a minute because I know there's something down here we need to do with Ms. Carrington. For a start, she's got an alias. And she has another picture. Right, now Harrison. Again, he has an alias, Hancock. I'm not sure how that flags him as having an ego, really. I really don't. Perhaps just fronting a band requires ego. I don't know. Now we've got a new picture for him as well. there's another page here that says gigs, so let's see what they got on the gigs front. So yeah, upcoming April 29th, 2017, cancelled. Sad for their fans. Ooh, has he decided to quit the band? There's nothing to conflict it, so maybe he has. Welcome back. Hopefully you haven't missed too much. It's that same picture again. Now what does this say? We'll definitely have to come to Freedom Plaza demo. Just have to know Julia, especially since she's the one organising this. Now that conflicts with something. I don't know whether it's something relevant, but it conflicts with something. And there's another picture of O'Donnell. So, there's still bits I need to look at there, but let's take a look at what we need, or listen to what we need here, because we've got a couple of calls to catch in on now. And this is one of those times where they really should have got some voice actors in to do a voice call. This is Mum calling daughter to say, "Are you coming home for dinner?" So instantly we know she lives at home. And she's heading out with friends, but we know she doesn't like, to go out like. We know she doesn't like to go out in the evenings. So that could be interesting. Who knows? As before, I'll let the conversation play itself out, and then we'll go through and pull out any salient points. Interestingly, phone conversations run from top to bottom. So put new information in at the top. The messenger conversations put the new information in at the bottom. So you've got to remember what sort of conversation it is they're having as to what the timeline's like. It's small things that I'm now on my 4th playthrough of this. Because I did an offline playthrough just to get how it worked. That kind of bugged me a bit. Okay, so Victor Rosen's her boss. Oh no, let's get to the right person. Here we go. That sounded like another call coming through. So we know she's at home with her parents. We can go and find their address. Probably from their website, because they're very handy and put all their personal information of themselves and their 4 daughters on the internet. Way to go, Carrington family. Let's see, she's going out tonight in Bonton. That no information would normally be innocuous, but we know she actively dislikes going out. You suspicious little man. Right, what do we got here? Oh, Cassie's calling Juliet. Oh, Cassie's not calling Juliet. Joe is. Do we have Joe on a thing yet? No, we don't. So that must be tagged on. Yep, we'll tag that one to Cassandra. Yeah, see, the new information here comes down to the bottom, not the top. I mean, it does sort of play out like an SMS conversation on your phone, so kind of that's to be expected. But I would have thought they could have followed a similar format with telephone conversations. Maybe I'm just finding niggles. Generally, I like how the game's put together. It has a few bits and pieces that bug me, but generally I like how they put it together. Oh, poor Joe hates himself right now. Dude, you had a customer meeting. These things can get important, otherwise you kind of don't have a job, you know? Ah, no. Cassandra Watergate, lawyer. I don't think so, because it's Joe. So we're going to disable that one. Because that's really not relevant or accurate. I wonder which part of that Juliet is doubting. The fact that Joseph's her boyfriend, or that sometimes Juliet knows Cassie better than he does. Because the way it reads, it's like that she doubts he's her boyfriend. Maybe I'm just suspicious. Okay, we've got a conflict. Ah. Right. There was a post on, I think it was on the band page, where Cassie said that Juliet was organising the protest at the plaza. And here, Harrison did. Now, there's a comment that comes later in the game, I think, that she's really, really good at planning things. So I'm going to take this one across for Juliet. Because all it flags is that it was a protest by thought, which we already know. So we've got one location. We know where the first protest was. The plaza where there was a bomb. Now let's take a look at the Carringtons page. 4 daughters. Oh look, a house in Malloy Court, a cosy spot in Fairview. And there we go, just round the corner from where Symes lives. Okay, there's more information down here on the band. So, what did we miss? Did we miss anything? We missed the albums page. We didn't look at albums. Okay, listen to Pipe Dreams right now. We can actually listen to this. It's not my kind of music, so I won't let it play for long. I'm not really that into punk. But for you guys, wrap your ears around this. That's about as much as I can handle of that. Punk really isn't my thing, I'm afraid. Yeah, see, he's throwing up the devil horns. Okay, what do we got on the gigs? Anything useful suddenly turned up here? Now we've got more information to look for. Nope, okay. It still wants us to look at something on the albums page. What did we miss? Ah, that's what we missed, right at the bottom. Hancock's email address, so that we can go and listen in on good old Harrison's emails. Excellent. Now we can hack his account too. Right, let's look at this while we're here, because all of a sudden, things on the Thought website have gone a bit kablooey. What the actual... The moment you opened that door, malicious code injection was detected in Orwell. Wow. 47 attack warnings. Yeah, it did. You're not wrong, miss. Yeah. It might well have been put together that very way. You never know. So, the Thought page has been hacked. Interesting. And we've got everything we need here. So let's take a look at our list now and see what we need to pick up from here. Oh, we've got a couple of conversations to catch. Okay, bits of information there. Still not entirely sure that's relevant. He could just be guessing, but we'll see what comes through and we'll sift through it all after the conversation. Bits of information coming through, more data chunks. God, so many of my friends are playing Conan Exiles. I'm starting to think I might be missing the point of it, because I've looked at it and it doesn't appeal, but so many of my friends look at it and get addicted instantly. So the only reason I said that, a flash came up on my screen. One of my friends is playing Conan Exiles. And it's something that I've seen consistently throughout the evening. So many people playing it. I saw the same when I took a quick look on Twitch to see who was playing what. It was like my following wall was full of Conan Exiles. God, they're in a long conversation, these two. So the website's down. Basically, she phoned up to say, what's going on with the Thought website? Why have you hacked it? He didn't hack it. He's going to have to go and find out what the hell's going on with it. That's basically the size of it. So it starts out by him guessing, oh, I first made out that clear night on Stelligan Greenfield. Well, they may or may not have, but we'll flag it purely because it does tie them in with Stelligan. We know there was a bomb at Stelligan. And we know they both went there. Again, plays a major role. And we now know that he bailed out of Thought, so he's now not a member. And we now does that go to Abe? Yeah. So we know that Goldfels suddenly stopped being part of Thought, but we knew that before because he had to step away. So disappearance, arguably that was a turn of phrase rather than an actual thing. Turn it around. So this confirms that they were in a relationship and are not. Let's get Harrison back. Common history, something more than belonging to Thought. Yeah, but we knew that. You didn't, because we didn't necessarily flag it all to you, Simons, but you didn't need to know at that point. Disgraced Thought by hiding all the articles on the Thought except Cassandra's. So he hid a bunch of the articles. Possibly useful. Again, hiding things. Abraham hid the first few, he was following suit. There's a lot of changing to make sure we're trying to drop things in the right person here. This is getting more confusing by the minute. Do try and keep up, Symes. Hidden agenda, probably. Okay, back to Harrison again. Deleted all his rebellious posts to secure the job at the National Beholder. So he's now got a job at the paper. And that's the end of that conversation. So, looking at Harrison's emails, he sent a bouquet of flowers to someone called Angela. He's quite the womanizer. And we've got his bank account details, so we can now go and hack his bank account. I see you. Presumably that doesn't mean intensive care unit. Oh no. Whoever hacked the site is now tracking down our Mr. Harrison O'Donnell. So, the righteous hacker Initiate will expose all information I got on you. His English is terrible. If anyone that doesn't know English particularly well reads this email and thinks it's good English, God help him. It's very, very poorly put together. Intentionally so on the part of the developers, clearly. But nevertheless, it actually pains me to read that email. And poor Symes is now getting confused even further because there's now a hacker involved. I pity for you, Symes. Ooh, the bombs might just carry his name tag. Is Mr. O'Donnell being blackmailed, perhaps? We shall see. Someone's certainly digging deeper. And does the hacker have any proof? We don't know. Oh, Harrison's replied. What I wanted is all in my blog. Not a word about bombing people. Only grabbing attention. That's fair. Right, that's all our conversations here caught up. Oh my goodness. Right, let's have a look at his bank account. Because we can hack his bank account, let's take a look and see what our boy Harrison's up to. People's Drug and Pharma. That'll be his paycheck from the beholder. Must be payment for writing the opinion column. Yep. He values hygiene. Who's washing? Oh dear. And of course, 2 lots of health insurance. Could be anything, could be nothing. You never know. Right, this is one of his opinion pieces. Oh look, who knows, maybe next week a bomb will go off in the middle of 5-year-old Bonton. Now this opinion piece was written April 8th, so this was before the bombs went off. Because we are on day 2 and the current date is, oh, Symes, go away, April 14th. So literally a week after he wrote that, the bombs go off. Now we've got a conflict here. What does a conflict say? We've got 2 conflicts to that piece. Okay, we should really find those before choosing. Right. Something else here we need to look at? No? No, okay, good. Right, so this is his blog. Oh, we've got another picture for him. There we go, have a picture. As soon as I get myself a handful of like-minded people, we're going to occupy that friggin' elitist university still again, that's for sure. Well, that conflicts with something, but that could be we know there was a protest at Freedom Plaza. This could be the protest at the university, which is the 2nd place, which means we just have to find the 3rd. Right. Ah, he lives in a trailer. Okay. Please, can you get any more stereotypically antisocial? Thank you, Symes. Go away, get back in your box. Right, I cannot even find words for how mind-bogglingly stupid the government's plan is. Okay, that's our first conflict with what he's written in his article. And to be honest, that's probably the most likely one, him rejecting the governmental opinion, but we need to find what the 3rd conflict is, because they all conflict with each other. So we're going to come back to his blog there, but there's a message page. It might give us something else as well. Of course it might not. Oh look, Goldfells, looking for people willing to join a debate club called Thought. Right, Goldfells, I thought we'd finished with you. Oh, poor Symes, he's getting more confused as the day goes on. It's only day 2, Symes. The rocks. Your articles suck. You should go and write poetry instead. Your grammar sucks. I'm starting to wonder if the rocks here might be our hacker. It's a long shot. Okay, what have we got in Juliet's timeline? Because this came in a while back. Organised peaceful protest at Stelligan campus. That conflicts with... So I think we were right to not post that one, because I think I'm inclined to believe her here. He said he was going to organise something. She said she did organise something. I reckon this is Juliet's. So we're going to drag this one across to Juliet. Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. There's the pattern. No idea about the third location. So now we're up against it. Now we've got to find where location number 3 is. I have to conduct an interrogation with Miss Watergate. I ought to avoid it. She's been behaving pretty defiantly. Right, it's this interrogation that he has that we want to have happen. And we want him to have enough information to pressure her into talking about what happened with this thought group. Ah, the hacking's fixed itself. Right, and there we go. So now all of a sudden we can go back to Harrison and outskirts camping lot on Wi-Fi. That's where he lives. So now we know where he lives. Back in the listener, we've got some more emails to go through. It's all coming through at a rapid rate of knots now. Bank account recognised from unrecognised device. Okay, this is us hacking his account. It flagged a security warning. Obviously, however good Allwell is, it's not good enough to get into a bank undetected. Sorry, Harrison, we're snooping. Knock knock, Harrison. The thoughts are free once again. We're not done yet, you and me. But first, I must turn to another. So our hacker here is looking at someone else. Both worrying and interesting. Right, let's take a look at this debate club invitation. And this is probably going to be linking us with Mr. Goldfels. We've been to the blog, we know that. Debate club, ain't nobody got time for that. I've seen that so many times and it still makes me chuckle. Probably because it's a picture of a donkey. So this is the first mention of the Nina that I've been talking about all evening. Now this is the stuff we really want to be careful about how we pitch this, because whereas with Cassie we wanted her to be dangerous so that Symes can lean on her in the interrogation. There we go, there's the green light for the interrogation. Oh no, that was the green light to investigate Nina. So, concerned one, because we know that's her alias. The plot thickens and a Nina appears. Criticals Gaming, thank you very much for that host. So let's go take another look at Hancock's writing on the wall. Take a look, see if there's any mentions here that crop up. Thank you very much for the host. We've still got one conflict to find there. So let's take a look at the messages. Because I think... No, maybe not. Okay, I lied, it's not here. But we've got a bunch of things up here to look at. So let's take a look. Overview. Freedom is unfree. No, that's still... The site's back, so new things are appearing. Three comments. Someone anonymous followed him. That is definitely spam. That's well written, so that's not going to be our hacker. Nothing interesting on Cassie's profile or Goldfels's. They're just flagging up as red because they're back online. Let's take a look at this one. Thought must change direction. Now this is where he backed away from thought. Here we go. The guy hurt was only a cop, so she does like the law enforcement much. Right, let's think about this. Right. We don't necessarily want to flag her as being dangerous. So we're not going to say she despises law enforcement. We're going to leave that one disabled. Because I've got a horrible feeling that in order to save Nina, we kind of have to be crap at our job. I think that's how it's got to work. But we need to know what she messed up organising. So, we'll leave that one there. Now, metamorphosis. Ah, that might be the, yep. Government consists of arse-kissing motherfucking turds. So, Mr. O'Donnell is hostile towards the government, or he toes the government line, or, on his own personal blog, he simply rejects the government position. Now, I've got a feeling that the correct one is that he rejects the government position. I think. But what we're actually looking for is Nina related stuff. So meanwhile, back on metamorphosis. Carry it to the streets of the nation, become transformed, and by that re-implanted back into the minds. So this is where he's getting a bit revolutionary. Activist group primary say, quite possibly. And concerned one, where do we strike first? Let's piss off the so-called young elite. No offence, Abe. Now here, go back to Stelligan later on. So, we have a choice here. Either Hancock said it was a government building, or Concerned One, aka Nina, said it was a Bonton Mall. Now we know she messed up organising something. There's already been two protests that we've identified, so this must be the third. So I'm going to disable this one, and I'm going to drag this one across. Technically I didn't need to disable the first one, because in dragging that one across it goes. So we've now given Symes a little bit of information that he can try and get from Cassie. Now this is where we hope we played the arrest of Cassie the right way. He's located at the same facility. Move to interrogation room. Okay, leverage. Let's see what we get. Fingers crossed. If we went in too hard line and painted her as too dangerous, i.e. basically the tipping point might be how we handled the information about her admission of guilt around assaulting the officer. Because she's likely to do time now, that might be something that basically makes her not help us, and we lose the bomb. I'm actually now thinking that that's probably what's going to happen. I'm annoyed. Because the way it plays out, if she defends her friend, it's kind of a mitigating circumstance, and there's a balance that Symes can strike between the credit card and the the medication and her being dangerous, and her friend being saved. So yeah, the parents aren't the way to go, Symes. Here we go. This is the bit. Oh dear. I think based on the safety bill or legal and official. Okay. Cooperate and avoid this. Okay, we might be in luck. Fingers crossed. Bingo! Right, let's drag this out before it disappears off. They might be able to act before it. Who do we need to... Cassandra Watergate. Right. Let's drag that over here. I guess that went good. Right, can't do much for her. It doesn't matter. What's in Orwell is in Orwell, and acting on it is mandatory. So the fact that we flagged that information, the fact that she admitted smashing that cop over the head with a brick, means that she is probably going to spend a while in prison. Looks like the biggest mall in Bond, the Circle Mall, is our target. The hell will surely break loose. We acted quickly, got the data chunk up. The cavalry's been informed. It's evacuated. Now all we do is wait. And wait. And wait. Evacuating Circle Mall. It's all dropped. I think we did it. He's getting nervous. A homemade explosive device has been found by local police at the Circle Mall. Okay, so first time on stream, we've found the third device. We've saved them all. Whew. Get most, you deserve it. Okay, so we stopped the bomb at the mall. Now comes the hard part, saving Nina. There's stuff in the reader we need to go through. Found and disarmed at the mall. Sudden evacuation. All good there. Right, do we have anything left to go through here? Okay, we can hit day 3. Slightly relieved. Now, I think the key to saving Nina is to not portray her as being dangerous. In the Saturday game, we found a whole bunch of information that makes her look really, really dangerous, and it got her killed because Symes told the police to go in hard. So we've got to try and get the information to point her out and to highlight her without the information to make her seem really dangerous. The hero returns. No, it's all fine, really. You deserve the credit. Why, thank you kindly, Symes, you sarcastic POS. We'll never get a public one. Yeah. Just imagine your name in big letters in that. Yeah, not going to happen. Right, Nina Carrot is the final member of Thought that we don't have any concrete information on. She planned the protest at the Circle Mall, and our bomb's found there. She is of special interest. She is a person of interest. See, this is why this reminds me of the show so much. We get people of interest, and we're trying to do all this stuff behind the scenes, a bit like what they keep referring to in the programme as the Machine. Welcome back, Rainchester. Your browser doesn't like you today. Okay, and we're starting the day with a listener and a reader article. Okay, another unknown person. So where's Harrison? He's up here. See how, as we've investigated, we started down here with Cassandra. We've got Cassandra's circle of friends. And then we've sort of built this little circle around Thought, and we've got Goldfels and O'Donnell and Nina. This hacker called the Initiate, some woman called Angela. It builds out this NPC web. Right, let's see. Who are we going to? Harrison O'Donnell. No, Nina. So, bear with me just a second. Someone's knocking on the door behind me. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's see, where's the game gone? There we go. Okay, welcome back. Now, where were we? Okay, this is the girl yammering about vehemently opposing the safety bill. She's already a suspect. Do we really need to know that she despises the safety bill? Possibly not. We'll come back to that one. Headlines. Third bombing averted. Thank you very much. Let's see, Delacroix gives confirmation of efforts. More headlines. National opinion. Be on watch. And movie endangered by lawsuit. Okay, let's read this one because it's fairly bland and we don't need to see it. Basically, the actors are going to sue the makers over releasing a picture early. That's it. Now, Hancock's opinion piece. Last week's article blabbed about how some bombs would soon go off in Bonton or Fairview. At the time, just to advertise my point of view. Truly sorry for everyone involved or affected by the terrible. It was never my intention to ridicule or trivialise the attacks in Bonton. That doesn't conflict with anything. We're fairly safe to drag that across. It is all very strange and sus, but you never know. We the people of the great nation must grow ever more vigilant. We ourselves must stand up for our safety. Those can only work in addition to our own perception. Way to get Simons' agreement. Well, he's right. We cannot save everyone, but we're still the watchful eye of the nation. Thank you, Symes. Okay. So this is the only piece we have. Maybe we do need to put that through just to trigger another step. So. You got to wonder, haven't you, Sims? Oh look, something's come up. Well, the situation is as heated as it is. It sounds like so. Yes, we should be having a look at her. We're already working on this. Who is she? What are her motives? What does she want? So yeah, we needed to do that to progress the plot. So, a war on indifference. Oh look. She's done an article herself. Yeah, people opposing the safety bill. Oh dear. State of war against their own government. Doesn't sound like things we really want to be saying about this one if we want to try and save her life. Let's see, what does that one do for us? Intended to scare visitors at the mall protest. Intended to scare visitors at the mall protest. So they both say the same thing. He condemns violence, okay. Intended to scare visitors at the Selcombe Mall protest. So the only thing we're pulling out about Nina here is that she wanted to scare people. So we're going to have to drag that one. You got to wonder, Sims. You really got to wonder. So Hancock wants to dial it back. And Abe says, so yeah, we'll tag this for both of those guys. Afterwards they're clever and feel sorry about their actions. Always the same. Well, not always, but one would hope they would learn. And Abe said violence, not good. Okay. What's this? Unknown person. Back to Harrison. Let's see. Let's not step my place tonight. It's utterly unfit for a lady like yourself. So he's not going to be staying at his tonight. I'm done with her because I'm with you now, Marker. See, this is what I said about him being a bit of a Lothario. Juliet, Angela, Marker, Nina. No, it's not news to you, Symes. Look at some of the older stuff. They were together, they broke up, they were together when he was in the band. Wake up. You're an idiot, Symes. I said that a lot on Saturday. You're an idiot, Symes. Okay. Oh, angry outbursts. Right. That one I think we can drag across. Partner in crime, because that doesn't make her sound threatening. Calm down. But I think the anything will set me off. We kind of want to try and bypass if we can. Let's leave that. Something else we haven't picked up from here. There we go. That's what we want. Yeah. You're not wrong. He's too busy trying to think up new witty remarks. Okay, now we can listen in on Nina's stuff. Hello, Nina. Talking to, Nina? Okay, we'll go through this once the conversation's finished, otherwise it'll be a pain in the bum to try and drag everything around. Okay, so things to take out of this conversation. She uses a singular portal, which is like a dating website, and she's often sad. And lo and behold, we've got a hit on our websites. Singular. Right. We've now got an age, preference, Now there's some information here that might lean towards making her seem dangerous. So some of the stuff that's on here, I'm not going to pull off. So we know she's in the Bonton and Farview area. So Brady 5, that's reasonable to pull through. This is largely irrelevant as far as I can tell. As far as making her, so even he thinks it's not helping. Don't worry, Sums, we're giving you duff information on purpose here because we want to save the woman's life. Because you and your bods are going to kill her if we don't. So I'm going to skip everything about her build. Also that she likes hiking and climbing. Because between being fairly tall, athletic, and liking hiking and climbing, that could lean towards her being potentially dangerous as far as an arrest goes. Does not like... Oh yeah, her picture. We need to know what she looks like. Thank you. Thank you, Ness. Alright, does not like suits, most movies, candlelit dinners. Yeah, we'll put some dislikes in. Oh, did you think you had a chance there, Symes? So we've got some recent visitors here. None of whom we can click on there. Ah, your profile, your opinions, okay. Most looking for in a potential partner. Financial stability. That might be useful. Just need a little bit of reliability. Yeah, thank you, Symes. Yeah, she's struggling to find that stability of her own accord. What are you waffling on about, Symes? Symes, you're an idiot. Politically interested doesn't make her dangerous. I think we're fairly safe putting that in. Comes down to what degree of interest. Yep, you're not wrong there. Okay. Conversation. So these are people that have reached out to try and get a match with her. 34% match. He didn't really stand much of a chance, generally. Super Randy. Hey Blondie. Great way to start, dude. Seriously? Ah, we have a name. So we've got a fake name. Temp work. Oh look, another site's come up. And she has a son. Single mother, indeed. Doesn't seem like the type to be involved with terrorist attacks. Quite, and I'd like to keep it that way if we can. Let's see if we can keep him thinking that's about our Nina here. Or Molly, whichever name she prefers to go by. Work easy. So this is a temp site. Nice, comfortable profile picture. Cleaning, groundskeeping, maintenance, customer service. A reasonable spread of skills. Works long hours and weekends. She's a single mother, who wouldn't? She's got to pay the bills somehow. Aha, we have an email. and we have an address. Now, why would address be conflicted? Actually, I know that already, but we'll come to that. I missed something on the profile of Molly Schwartz. What did I miss on the... Oh yeah, employer feedback. Just as the Prime Minister leaves, the weather's getting even shittier. Seriously, dude, you could be in the UK. Weather is not that much of a thing. Now, this basically marks her as being around when the bombs were, I believe. Because we're now April 15th, which is day 3. So yesterday would have been the 14th, which we don't have. Groundskeeping, repairs. But they're conflicted, so we'll hang fire on that for the moment and see what else we can get. Headlines. Blaine cancels meeting for surprise visit to Trifflith. Again, fairly... the original crisis meeting was removed from the official party website. Interesting. Okay, so that's the news. What have we got on the listener? Okay, we've now got a surname for her. Nina Matanova. And a patient number. Now, Baru, if you're still around, given that it was your interest that we saved Nina, I ask you, we haven't done anything as far as I can tell yet to flag her as being dangerous. Let's drop her birthday in, that accurises it. Do we give the right address or do we give the wrong address? Let's go through, see what we can find out about her medical. Plier, inflicted wound, dorsal left upper leg. I love how it highlights where these areas of injury are. Okay, medical leave with strict rest until the end of April 2017. Now this conflicts with the dates that she was working, but does pinpoint her as being the bomber. We need to be able to pick her up, so I think we need to pinpoint her as the bomber just without making her dangerous. Can you do that? Can you pinpoint at someone as being a terrorist without being dangerous? I don't know. So we're not going to flag the address. Digestive nausea, light fever, gastroenteritis. She got a stomach bug, bless her. Permanent unrest, inability to sleep properly, hypervigilance. Okay, I don't particularly want to flag that one because that is a symptom of PTSD, and that can make people dangerous. And even in the real world, we've seen how law enforcement agencies have mishandled people with PTSD, so I'm really loath to flag that one. Patient tends to react aggressively when feeling challenged or confronted, rushes to extreme symptoms are similar to those of PTSD. We're going to ignore that one. See, this is where, if we want to save Nina, I'm pretty sure we have to be crap at our job. But I think we also need to point out where she is. Right, this is a Carrington family conversation. We can come back to Nina in a bit. We've got the Carringtons on the line here. Gives me time to think about what to do with those medical notes. Oh, there's another friend of mine going playing Conan Exiles. I really should spend time watching streams of that game because so many people are playing it. I assume it must be good. Especially given that so far the only complaint I've heard about it is that the servers are overloaded. Again, another sign that it's actually pretty good. Sisters, they do talk on so much. Come on, sisters. I will call you again. Do not try to reach me. Okay, so we've got an alias, or nickname as otherwise known. Yeah, but Symes, we read the conversation. It's the logical nickname. Deal with it. Right, letting yourself be hassled by mum and dad again. I don't think that's really that relevant. Pretty rough start to the year, might be relevant. Conversation. All of a sudden we know it's June Carrington and she's working on a Saturday. Still got something we didn't check out here. Oh yeah, we're gonna ignore that she's prone to angry outbursts. Anything that makes our Nina look dodgy, we are ignoring. Okay, meanwhile, so we're ignoring the whole hypervigilance PTSD thing. I think we need to put the right... Right, so why is it bad that Nina dies? Well, here's the thing. When we did the Saturday playthrough, Baru was quite keen that Nina would watch someone else do a Let's Play and was quite keen that we managed to get Nina to survive. And I was curious to see even if we can, to be honest. I don't know if we can. I don't necessarily think it's bad that Nina dies. I just wanted to see if we could engineer a situation where she doesn't. Purely because everything that we investigate leading up to the point that she dies points out the fact that she's the bomber, and it would be really, really nice to have a conversation with her to see if she's the ringleader or if she's the tool of destruction and there's someone else pulling the strings. So for that aspect of it, I would love to get her into an interrogation room. So we need to put her at the site of the bombings because we are pretty sure she's the bomber. So we're going to pull the employment dates across. I have decided this. This is an executive decision. Oh yeah, absolutely, curiosity. Let's see, does it account for perhaps limit the ability of truth to the bombings? Right, it's pulled all the dates through, so that's good, I think. Now Nina's having a conversation with the Initiate. I mean, certainly from my perspective, I want to see if we can get her into an interrogation room. I think Barry just doesn't like the fact that people die, which is not a bad thing. You know, if there's any way that we can engineer saving everyone, bang on. Okay, so we know that we have Initiate on the conversation here. Feel free to investigate this hacker as well, but keep the focus on this metanova. Okay. So Initiate is now a person of interest. Right, she told him to F off. And he's not keen on that idea. Ah, good evening, Frici, and welcome to being in full presence. How did the game of Talisman go? How many times did Aurora bite the dust? So, we know that Initiate here and his band of troublemakers, sorry, and her band of likes her band of troublemakers. The government needs a kick where the sun don't shine. So, Initiate is a bit of an anti-government git. Fine. He was stimulating everything until 2 turns before the enemy made him Love it. Where'd he go, Frici? Oh dear. So Initiate wants to... Initiate, thank you very much for that host. I'll show you I can be trusted. I'm gonna let him hack the page. Because I think we want her to trust him. Also because last time we did this we stopped him hacking the page. And this could be an interesting conversation to watch. Doing this still gives me the chills. I need to distract myself. Yeah, I think she's got it right. Sheesh. Almost done. Just a second longer. Oh, damn. He did it. Delacroix has never been prettier. What did you do, Initiate? What did you do? Welcome back, Baru. Okay. He's got her trust. This is interesting. Now she says she's not involved. You know what? Maybe we are wrong about her. Maybe she isn't the bomber. Okay, she's talking to a guy she's never met. She's never going to admit to being the bomber, but hey. Harrison is the only guy she could imagine doing it. Harrison had interest in Cassandra because she could access big money. Juliet was shy but good at organising stuff. Yeah, right. All the electronic devices must have unique IDs. Oh, look. He's hacked her computer. Thank you very much for that host, Richie. So now we could possibly utilise what he's doing to help us out. Just do whatever you do and keep cool. Okay. Now this is new territory for us. This really, really is. Right, let's pull her computer information across. Found a device UID. Every device in the nation has one, in accordance with the safety bill. What a surprise! The snooping bill is real. We can use the insider tool to see what the user has on the device. The device must be running and online for it to work. And sure enough, there it is. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So, see, Harrison's the only guy he could remotely imagine doing it. Well, I don't know yet. Things will, I'm sure, play out. Harrison had an interest in Cassandra because she had the money. Okay, we'll go with that. Must be crushing when your friends only like you for your money. I wouldn't know. I've never had enough. And Juliet. Shy but good at organising stuff. Meanwhile, Nina thinks it's the government. To justify the surveillance. Well, you never know. Nothing to these conspiracy theories. Yeah. Right, what's come up on the reader? Let's see. The people. Leaders of the nation. Oh, yes. Oh my god, that's brilliant. The Ministry of Bullshit dedicates to the purpose of powermongering and bullying people was formed as quickly as possible after the elections, just as anyone sane would have anticipated. She is most hated for the inception of the bullshit bingo, in which Mr. Lecoq always wins due to the high quite density of being. Okay, where does that link go? That actually links to the party projects. Oh, that is class. That is pure class. Right, Harrison, you've got some new stuff here. Let's have a look. Okay, so he's announced to his followers that he's writing for the national something or other. Oh yeah, we've already done that one. Kept it quiet. And many posts deleted. So nothing new. Right, let's have a look at the information here on her desktop. Oh, look at her son, bless. Right, we can have a look at her trash. Okay, that's asking her to take the plaza shift from 12 to 4, which kind of makes her out to be the bomber. Okay, let's get her phone number. to look at the mechanic. Yep. And the housekeeper. Okay. I haven't pinned her at the Freedom Plaza yet. We'll see how this plays out. Don't forget, Symes doesn't become aware of stuff until we flag it. Right, let's see. We've got an email address for Abe. Right, Nina, offer apologies. United International Front members. What we do on Sandline persists as a minefield. So passing judgment, he offers help. So just we have a talk about how we might assist each other best. Okay. Do not read D. Schwartz. That wouldn't be him, that would be Miss Nina. Saved protocol Desmond. So, yeah, Desmond and Molly. She did say she was a Beatles fan. I think it was Obla Di Obla Da, Desmond and Molly Jones. She's very child-centered. That's good, we like that one. She can definitely have that one on there. Everything we found, trying to make him meet for her son. Seems to be a proper motivation, and it's an admirable one. Does not mix well with terrorist ambitions. That's right. That's exactly how we like you to think, Symes. Because we want to save her this time. And I think she is. I mean, look at how she's looking at her son. I don't think I want to put that picture in. So we know she was in the army. Doesn't necessarily mean that we want him to know that. Okay. I think we do need to point out that she was at least worth picking up. So, vaguely with this delicate assault, we can associate with the other two sites that make for a very compelling case. Okay, so, in which case, let's connect with Freedom Plaza. So now we need to see if we've got something that will tie her to the third site. Now what was it that tied her to? I think we do need to get her address right because they need to know where to pick her up from. I'm working on it, Baru. I'm working on it. disable that and that and that. Yeah, we need them to pick her up, so we need the right address. Everything there we can deal with. And we've got everything there. Don't tell me we've got to flag that she was in the army, because I really don't want to do that. All of these. Yep, right back to the early blog post. Oh, nice picture of them. Flagged the job. Pigeon Man, hey, good evening. How you doing, buddy? We got a phone number. It must be the squad. I don't want to put that in there because that immediately changes things. Okay, now again here I think we want to be very, very careful about what we put through. See that? We probably don't want. What missions did she go on? Doesn't tell us yet. It is harsh, yes. I don't want to find more to back that up. I really, really don't. But we haven't got the information about the third, linking it to the third site yet. So how's life treating you, Pigeon Man? Okay, I think we need to flag what unit she's with. Because then we can look at where she went. So we'll put that in. And we've got everything from there. Done the memorial. Wanted cyber protection experts. Yeah, that would be us. Now I'm sure there was one of these that she was flagged as being part of. There we go. Right. Mine clearance is explosives. We want to find what that clashes with. Because we want to select the other one. We don't want her related to bombs at all. Grandmother just got out of surgery. I hope the news is good, dude. I really do hope the news is good. I hope she's recovering well. Obviously, if she just got out of surgery, you won't know yet, but you know, I hope it all turned out okay. There we go. Infrastructure maintenance. Floods. Okay, we'll send her over here. Well, we will say she was sent over here. We know enough of Miss Matanova's background. Excellent. So that conflicts with something, but given that last week was when the bombs are going off, oh, here we go. This is the right. This is the what links her to the Circle Mall. So as soon as we tag this, it's on. Now we haven't flagged where she's picking the boy up from. Hopefully we won't need to. Let's see how we do. She worked at the bombing site, even at the right time. So now we've got her tagged on every bombing location. Her whereabouts is clarified. Maintenance task doesn't seem very notable. Everything highlights single mother struggling and worrying about her child. Finally, we associate with every single bombing location and prove she was present at the correct time of 1. Though other information seems harmless, her connection with the bombing sites is remarkable. We cannot ignore this. Open heart surgery. Damn. Dude, I hope she's okay, really. He's going to go talk to his superiors. We're observing Miss Matanova. And she's just turned her computer off. And she also just looked at the website. So, device offline. She's doing good, can't talk much. Yeah, I'm not surprised, dude. I'm not surprised. She's probably going to spend a bunch of time resting up. Okay, this is it. Oh, maybe not. Hello. Conversation with the initiate. Okay. I'm glad we let that conversation play out as we did before. Oh dear, initiate, please. Oh hell, fuck this. Why did our device go offline? We didn't tell you it went offline, Sam. Is there something you're not telling us? Okay, let's see. Be extremely cautious what you talk about. Okay, the game's on. This is it. I'll tell you what, Pigeon, I love it. I really, really do. It's very straightforward. It's very in depth. It's, as a story, it's so far it seems pretty well crafted. There's only a couple of holes that I didn't like. I love the way it plays. I would love to see more games like this, because they're not all action, they're not all WASD. You've actually got to think about it, you've got to look through stuff, you've got to do proper investigation almost. It does highlight the bits you need to be looking at, but that's kind of fine. It's vaguely reminiscent of the investigation missions in the Secret World, because you actually have to read stuff, you actually have to look at it and do some deduction yourself. It doesn't necessarily spoon feed you everything you need to know. Okay, assembling an intervention team, I don't like that. Okay, there's no indication that she will offer any resistance. We like that, that's good. I haven't tried Beholder. One of the guys I watch on Twitch did do an evening of it. I didn't get too much chance to watch it because I was streaming myself, but it did look kind of interesting. Okay, there's no indication she will offer any resistance. Baru, this is looking good for you. Since her device is offline, we'll have to start at her home. Thankfully, we already know her address. Go through her communications. Maybe she'll hint at places she goes when she isn't at home. Forward anything of importance to me at once. I'll brief the intervention team accordingly. It's in your hands now. Good luck. Stay vigilant. Okay, so now we can go back through other stuff. So now we know that she's not going to offer much resistance. We can come down here and flag that she might be at this place. That's one place they can look at. Okay, that might play a role later. Okay, talking to Juliet. Now we've got to make sure that we portray everything as calm. We don't want our team to think that she's going to do a runner. Because I actually kind of like the reading. It's quite cathartic and steps away from how most games play out. So I like the way this is laid out, I like the way it goes. I like the way that you can't physically interact with anything or influence anything. It's just the information you choose to provide to Symes and his team. You know, you're almost like sitting at the back just moving the pieces around a board. Juliet, we're listening right now, but don't let that worry you. We're here to help. We want to make sure everyone stays alive. I've known where you work for ages, Juliet. Please, I'm good at my job. Right, we're not going to flag that. We don't want the team to think she's aggro. It's got to be smooth. I'm not going to flag that either, because they will probably get her anyway. Let's face it, if they're a good intervention team, they'll surround the house. If they miss her at the back door, we've given them somewhere to pick her up, so... Oh, hello. Okay, she got out. So that one we can do. So the team's going to get there ahead of time. Oh dear. You're not doing anything illegal by helping me, but I'm a fugitive from the law. That's it, Juliet. You keep talking. You keep her safe. Almost there. See, she's not going to leave her son. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, don't. Hey, no shooting. Nina, listen to Juliet. No shooting. Damn it. Don't be dead, Nina. Lost connection of Symes. This is not good. This is looking very much like the dead Nina. Yeah, we need the connection back too, god damn it. Come on. Don't be dead, Nina. Don't be dead. We were successful, however. Our target has been severely wounded. She might not make it. Okay, she has been severely wounded. So when we did this on Saturday, it played out very, very differently. We told Symes that she was armed, she was in the military, she was experienced with guns and bombs, and that she was shimmying out the back, and there was a gunfight and she died. So it was looking the same, but however, I'm now tempted to say we might be okay. She's alive, she's severely wounded, but she's alive. We might be okay. They're taking her to the hospital right now. Symes, we didn't want this to happen either. We are hoping she's alive. Fingers crossed for Nina. Achievement unlocked. No hunter can shoot them. Who's running at the worst possible time? I just want to be done with this horrible day. Can you check the mail, please? Dude, are you too scared to look at your own darn mail? Seriously? So, we're in a better position than we were before, Baru. I have to say that. Okay, we have a Nina conversation. I am sorry. Oh, hello, Abraham. The bombs were meant as a warning to those who are indifferent. Truly sorry for having drawn the investigators' attention to you, but frankly you overstepped the boundaries of our agreement. The bombs were meant as a warning to those who are indifferent. A beacon of remembrance to our message that the thoughts must always be free. They were not meant to kill. Once again you disappoint me with your insurmountable hatred and rage. Consider our agreement void. Abraham Goldfels. Dude, you're an idiot. Almost as much of an idiot as Symes. Oh my god. Yeah. I can't believe you just found this, can you? I suspect he only did April 15th. He only just sent it. That's how I only just found it. We work together in this madness. But why? I still don't get it. This changes everything. We must find Abraham Goldfels tomorrow. Before, we'll need some rest. It's been one hell of a day. You may log out now. We may log out now, but we should be able to go back through and look at some of the stuff that we potentially ignored. So all those grey ones are ones that either conflicts we've cancelled or bits we've ignored. So we can now go back and say, well actually, he hacked that. Because we've had a good look at that, we had a good chuckle. And as soon as we end the day, I suspect it'll get found and reverted anyway, so... Are you mad? You sat on such a only deposit, but it's no longer useful. It's not that I wanted to see it happen, I needed for Nina to trust him, to get more information from Nina. It's logic, really, it is. I'll keep my mouth shut, but if anyone finds out, good luck with explaining why you withheld such crucial information. It gave us more crucial information. You're an idiot, Symes. Ah, they were not meant to kill. Right, let's give that one back to Goldfels. See, now that the day is officially over, we can go back and we can do all the cleanup that that may be needed. Like this stuff. Again, he's going to get mad that we found all this stuff afterwards. Alright, just that, well, we have, I think, 2 chapters more to go, so we will be playing those on Saturday. If you're around Saturday, tune in for what should be the conclusion of Orwell. Okay, we don't need to know to remind him that that bit or that bit. That's information that really doesn't make much difference now. That one's still worth ignoring. No, I don't think actually there's much that's worth flagging about Nina. Her computer's off, so we can't get any of that. We can now drop that in there. Okay, dude, you go get some food. And good night, Rain Jester. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. So now we can pull all the stuff in about her military history, because that now might be useful in interrogation. If she survives the night, I guess. We should have known that much earlier. No, if we'd known that much earlier, Symes, you would have killed her. But knowing it now might help in the next chapter. Maybe. Pretty much everything about her. Oh no, we can't do the bomb stuff because we flagged her as being elsewhere. That's fine. We hit that one. We'll give that one back. Our White House, thank you very much for that host. That is a severe punishment. Puts from the same level as any other previously convicted felon. Now here's the thing, according to the safety bill, are we looking at projects? It became mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded as potentially dangerous. It meant she couldn't get a job, which is why she had to use an alias. Yep, absolutely. This is why we're going through finding this information. This is the sort of thing, now that she's alive, hopefully, and able to be questioned, can be leaned on to get information about Abraham. Desmond was killed on a mission sanctioned by the government. Yeah. Again, revenge as a motivation makes her dangerous. You would have killed her if you'd known that before. Right, is there anything else? Easily ignorable, thank you very much for that host. Did we miss anything from Concerned One's profile here? Okay, we can now unflag this lot because it might become important. Again, when we end the day, anything that we haven't flagged either way is lost. So, what did we hide on Juliet's timeline that we didn't put to? No, we did that one. I think we did everything there. Just finish off the file here. There's nothing else we hid. Covered the stuff on the listener. And the device is off, so we can't do anything on the inside anyway. So that ends day 3. And you know what? It's 11 o'clock. I think I'll call that the stream as well, because that means that we are now at a point on this version of the story that we got to last Saturday. So we can quite happily carry on with one of the 3 different iterations of the plot, and see how it plays out. So let's end the day. We'll get our little summary. Important things to take away here. Circle Mall has been saved from a bomb attack, and Nina Matanova is not dead. She has been hospitalized. So mission for today has been accomplished. We saved the Circle Mall, we saved Nina. Way to go, team. So when we pick this up on Saturday, I will follow the same format that I did last Saturday, and all those decision points where we have to decide which piece we're going to ignore, which piece we're not, or anything that we're just going to outright discard. I'm going to leave that not entirely with you guys, but I'm going to involve you guys in that discussion, and it becomes much more of a team effort again, and we can see how it plays out that way. And then what I will probably do is, again, midweek, pick up and see what the other options came out like. So tomorrow, Thursday, I will be playing Elite Dangerous. I will be exploring the Big Black Beyond. Friday, I will be back to Fallout 4. Saturday, as I say, we'll finish off this. Sunday might be the Secret World. If it is, it'll be a joint stream with Fishy and Dark Insanities, assuming those guys are available. If not, anything can happen. Monday, provided my daughter's hand is fully recovered. She is healing well, by the way, folks. She is healing well. Should be either Minecraft or Battle Block Theatre with my daughter, and then I'm going to take a couple of days off. But until then, thank you very, very much for stopping by. Thank you for hanging around. Battle Block is very cool, Pigeon. Very, very cool. I enjoyed Battle Block. I have to say, after watching you and John Rando play it, that was when I went and bought it for me and my daughter. Just saying. Yeah, thanks a lot for hanging around, guys. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow, or if you just came around to see what Orwell was like, I'll see you on Saturday. And if you've been hanging around in chat and you know, watching things and not speaking up, that's cool. If you've enjoyed the show, by all means hit that follow button and come back next time. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at NightBitesFM. I generally try and tweet in advance of my usual streams. Tonight was a bit of a ninja stream. I snuck on when I don't normally stream. Until then, sleep well, be awesome, and I'll see you again soon.